Trucking company drove on Colorado's roads for 2 years without insurance. We only learned that after the crash on I-25 last year that killed 5 people. Our Mark Salinger looks at the problem with policing some of the biggest vehicles on the road.
The crash was awful. A truck plows into a family stopped in traffic at 75 miles an hour. 5 people dead. Yet 28 months before this scene on I-25 in Weld County, a new lawsuit alleges the dangers were already clear. Lawyers say the Caminante's truck didn't have insurance on June 13, 2022. We now know it may not have been insured for nearly 2.5 years before this crash.
28 months prior to the crash, this motor carrier loses its insurance coverage because it's been in so many wrecks, so many violations.
Grant Lawson represents some of the surviving family members. A new lawsuit filed this week in federal court alleges that State Farm pulled its insurance policy for Caminantes in 2020, citing severe safety violations and unsafe history. State Farm was required to tell the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration about the company's lack of coverage. The lawsuit says that never happened, and the federal agency allowed Caminantes to stay on the road for years without insurance.
We have an organization that's responsible for policing hundreds of thousands of trucking companies. They are understaffed. They are overwhelmed. They do not have enough resources.
And yet it gets worse. Text messages obtained by 9 News show the trucking company tried to buy insurance for the truck around an hour after the crash.
If this happened here, how many other trucking companies out there are getting away with the same thing?
Lawson says there's a long line of negligence that led to this scene on I-25. The trucking company should have had insurance. The Postal Service should have checked before they hired Caminantes to carry mail. State Farm should have told the federal government they canceled the insurance plan. And the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration should have stopped the truck from being on the road. And yet, according to this lawsuit, none of that ever happened.
The truck also was operating with faulty brakes, and the truck driver didn't have a proper commercial driver's license. Federal documents show neither the truck nor the driver should have been on the road at the time of the crash. We asked State Farm today why they didn't tell the government that they canceled the insurance plan 2 years before the crash. Kyle, they declined to comment.
I feel like all of this has only kind of been unraveled as you started to ask questions about it. At the end of the day, what kind of punishment did the company face?
So the federal government fined the company about $20,000. That's it, drop in the bucket. And the United States Postal Service kept their contract with Caminantes Trucking until we started asking so many questions that several months after the crash, they said, okay, fine, we'll stop.
Kept the contract until the public knew
exactly
that they had kept the contract. Mark Salinger, thank you.